Hello and welcome everyone back to a video. Magic Cat to the Back in Crypto video. Hope you guys are doing well and having a great weekend. Today's video is going to be a banger one. You don't want to miss it out. You want to share this with the crypto bros. Tropa Ecosystem. We're going to take it a level deeper into the layer 2, known as Dysnomia. What is it? How bullish is it? What does that mean for my current Atropa tokens? All your questions will be answered in this video. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys' support so far as well. And a big thank you to the YouTube members who are choosing to support my small channel. Thank you very much. Aside from that, let us jump into the video. Today, the crypto market is looking quite nicely. Lovely jubbly. Ethereum is up by 1.8%. Bitcoin is up by 1.9%. This reflects very nicely the true meaning of a leverage play, by the way. Pulsechain is the leverage play of Ethereum, which is the leverage play of Bitcoin. Yeah, things are looking quite green. Very relevant to the subject of matter because Atropa is a plant and it's green. But yeah, reminder that obviously we're still in the Bitcoin season, so don't get feared by the whole, stuff like the Japan stock market crash, recession fears. These are all, sentiments that will soon enough fade away. It's just unfortunate that real life events have, an effect in the crypto world. It's just a fact that we have to play with. Sometimes the best thing to do when there's an action and people are selling, FUD is all around, is to do no reaction. Okay, so do remember that DCAing and hodling plays the long game, and that's where the biggest winners make money. Would you rather be the first winner or the biggest winner? That's the question of the day. Okay, so do you understand that? And being in Pulsechain, I feel very good. I sleep very nicely at night, guys, being in Pulsechain. Let me tell you that. Okay, because we're truly in an undervalued network. Not a lot of people know about this. If you really think about it, it actually is truly 99% of investors and traders don't know about Pulsechain. Okay, and we're going to start it off with a nice tweet from Richard Hart, a very recent tweet. We're not going to be reading all of it, but very relevant to what I just said. Okay, volatility is the price you pay for the world's best performing asset. Price up, people think anything is good, but when price is down, people think anything is bad. In reality, price discovery is a messy process, and things real value is hard to ascertain. So very bullish. I do suggest following Richard Hart and seeing his latest tweets. Speaking about latest tweets, go follow my Twitter, link in the description. Join my Telegram as well. Say hi, hello. Speak to the community. You can ask me questions there as well. I made a tweet just about today's, greatest gainers. Hex is up 5%. PulseX is up 4%. UFO from PTGC ecosystem, shout out to them, is up another 5%. A1A from the rewarder ecosystem is up 5.3%. Big shout out to them as well. So yeah, feels great to be in Pulsechain. You're automatically a winner by just knowing about Pulsechain. That's the information asymmetry you have already. So jumping into the Tropa ecosystem, guys, looking around, etc., etc. I've talked about this multiple times. The origins of the Tropa ecosystem started to support PDAI to reach $1. That's a whole narrative, big side of the crypto world. Richard Hart kind of hinted at it years and years ago. He mentioned it in tweets by literally saying, oh, there's a token, free copy clone token that did a 5000x. Yes, PDAI did a 5000x already. And then when you really think about it, we're actually more than halfway through reaching $1. So yeah, it's not really a matter of will it anymore. It's a matter of when will it. So of course, now you want to look into leverages of PDAI itself, and that's when you look into Tropa ecosystem. And I've talked about this. My top 4 main tokens that I'm going to be mentioning today is Tropa itself, Teddy Bear. Okay, a nice milestone is 100x to 1 billion, and of course, flipping Shiba Inu, that's technically a 1200x. Crazy numbers. I do understand this might be crazy numbers to a lot of people, but I want to stick around and find out. Would you rather wait than buy when it's too late, or buy and wait? Not financial advice. I never claim to be a financial advisor. That's just what my opinion, my thought process is. Okay, so yeah, and you got TSFI, really great price buy zones right now, by the way. And by the way, it's actually one of the strongest crypto trusts I've seen, so it's doing really well. So yeah, TSFI, and you have Down. Big shout out to Down. Now this is all kind of related when you look at this is a board that the 404 dev himself drew, and he talked about this in the Pulsechain tour. I suggest everyone looking at the VOD for that. But this is the target for Tropa, a $7.5 target. TSFI for $1,000 target. Down, the one that we just have right now, it's a $5 target. What are the price of Down? 0.003 and you have here Atropa at 1 cent, absolutely crazy, from 1 cent to 7.5. Let's see how many x's is that exactly. So if I do this, 7.5, that's a literal 565x. Okay, so yeah, aside from that, aside from the Atropa ecosystem, it is generally considered as a complete ecosystem. Okay, so now we delve into the layer 2, which is also known as Dysnomia, and this is where I'll mention the main tokens that is being thrown around, and I'll tell you guys kind of what is Dysnomia. So the simplest way to put it, Dysnomia is going to be a text-based MMO RPG. It's inspired from a real game. I'm going to be showing you guys in a second a clip. So shout out to a lot of people, so including Coexistence Steven and Zach as well, for because I've used them. They've been sharing resources around a lot. And of course, a big shout out, by the way, to the Dysnomia ecosystem, and of course to the affection forum for Telegram. By the way, I had a really heartwarming welcome when I joined. So yeah, if you're from there, thank you very much for doing what you guys do. And of course, by the way, I just want to mention a very the person who made the Gitbook for affection, and sharing all the technicality about how to make your bot, etc., make your manual arbitrage, and how to automate the arbitrage. I'm literally gonna read through all of that. This is very valuable stuff for the people who are technical, who want to get, or not even technical, who want to be technical into the crypto world and into the Web3 world, etc. Really big shout out to the guy who did this, man. This is value, providing this for free. Wow. Honestly, I'm actually gonna try to find a donation address, because this is very valuable. I just want to say that I urge everyone to look into this. If you want to look into other streams of revenue, I guess, in the crypto world, aside from just buying and holding, you can actually set up bots. I do have a Raspberry Pi that I'm gonna plan to use and probably host most of my bots on there as well. So yeah, crazy stuff. This is why I love, by the way, Pulsechain, because I truly do believe one of the biggest assets is the literal community itself. Okay, we have people like the Tropa dev. Who is he? You'll look into it. James Osborne III. He's a veteran, worked for NASA, HP, Intel, Microsoft, all of that. And you gotta ask yourself, someone of that smart caliber chooses to build in Pulsechain. Okay, no other network, just in Pulsechain. You really do ask yourself, what does he know that I don't know? Do you know what I mean? You might not come up with the answer, but you just want to be in Pulsechain to find out. Do you know what I mean? Like, so it feels really good. We have amazing builders like Sunny, and of course Tropa. We have amazing content creators like Somi, your friend Somi, and obviously B-Roots and Ian and Hexologist, Dr. Hexologist. You know what I mean? So I'm just doing my part by making this video. I'm just doing my part. And shout out to you as well, Crypto Coffee. I watched a lot of his videos as well. But you know what I mean? My videos are hopefully just me doing my part of the community, because it feels great to be in Pulsechain. I sleep really good at night, by the way. But yeah, feels good to be in Pulsechain. Feels good, man. One of the main tokens that I'm going to be focusing on today is called the affection token. Okay, this is kind of a new, let's see how new it is. It's 2 months and 3 days old of a token. Now this one is kind of one that I wanted to talk about. This is a token that is around 40 million in supply. It's gonna keep getting minted up until the max supply, which is gonna be around 1 billion, I believe, and that's where it becomes super deflationary. It's gonna keep getting burnt. That's where I want to have my entry. Okay, so up until then, it is really great to have this in your watch list. Just keep an eye on. Okay, a lot of people are going to be waiting, lurking around until this reaches the 1 billion. Okay, then now this is going to be one of the kind of the tickets into the world of the Dysnomia, right? Remember, we said it's gonna be a text-based MMORPG. It's kind of going to be like a software built within Pulsechain using layer 2 tokens, right, which will have different purposes. So for example, another token here, you have BFF. We've talked about it a lot. BFF is a token deployed by the Tropa developer and is an integral piece to the massive token liquidity web that exists to help bring the forked DAI, etc., to the $1. And then here, it talks more technicality. I just want to see if it mentions anything about the game. No, it doesn't, but this will be, you know, a counterpiece within the Dysnomia game as well. And now we have other things like Greenland is talked about. There's tons of layer 2 tokens, and you have Hammer Time. I would say Affection and Hammer Time are my two favorites. Obviously Affection, I'm going to wait until it reaches that 1 billion supply. So it's being minted every single day. I think right now we're having a rate of 1 million minted every single day. Of course, this can become more rapid once we have, you know, greater volume days, etc., etc. But the next one here is about Hammer Time. There's a nice little tweet from Zach, by the way, big shout out to him, that talks about Hammer Time, and this actually answers a lot of people's question about, you know, what does the 666 supply token mean? Okay, so it's Hammer Time Discovery is my favorite 666 supply token. Okay, the token 666 supply have a future use case inside the text-based MMORPG Dysnomia, which the developer is currently working on. Holders of the Discovery token will be granted obnoxiously powerful in-game abilities as foretold by the developer. Discovery is the only 666 supply which was launched with an incredibly large burnt liquidity pool. This made it difficult for traders to accumulate a large portion of the supply early at launch. Today, with over 950 holders, there are still 0 holders with 1% or more of the supply. This makes for extremely healthy holder distribution, yada yada yada. Fair enough. Pretty cool stuff, pretty sick stuff. Discovery is going to be amazing. That's kind of its purpose role as well. And now you have other tokens such as I believe, was it BFF? Now there's a clip that I want to show you guys where here it says, where Zach talks about, I believe it was BFF, where it gives you like certain, you know, attributes within the game, and this is kind of, you know, it gives you just how different tokens have different functionalities within that game. So let's see what Zach had to say. By the way, big shout out to the verse as well. This is a really crazy great stream. I like every single one here on the panel.
So basically what I kind of picked from that is like, she's saying that like there's like there's different classes of like characters in this game, and having a BFF potentially could create like a life form that has constitutional rights as a citizen in the game. Like it's going to be a high valued character basically that most people are going to want to have. BFF is the life form that is created when the software launches, right? This Dysnomia software.
So yeah, that's basically like how BFF has its own unique functionality as well. BFF, by the way, is looking really good in terms of bottom, you know, cheap zone, buy zones, etc., etc. It really holds a really strong floor around the, you know, the 1.5 to whatever it is right now. But yeah, these are kind of the 4 main tokens in Dysnomia. I'm going to link down below the Tropa Ecosystem whole spreadsheet where you can browse every single 4-on-4 deployed token. Crazy. This is very useful resources. By the way, shout out to the Sunny's Pub who generated this. So yeah, really crazy. You can literally see his stats, readme, whatever, and the ecosystem. You can scroll and see the latest news about it, you know, the mint supply, the burnt supply, circulating supply, you know what I mean. You can see a lot of info, almost every info. You wouldn't even need to go to Deck Screener 4. So yeah, this is really good stuff if you guys want to check it out. Now, before we jump into the Gitbook for the affection, I just want to say a big thank you to the author behind this, because he has honestly shared such great value that I'm going to be, you know, studying, reading in the next few days, because I've always wanted to get into the Web3 world, you know what I mean, like make my own bots, etc., etc. I have my Raspberry Pi that I'm going to be using. So yeah, like honestly, big shout out to the author behind this for making such valuable info free. He's publicly, you know what I mean, like he tells you about how to make a manual arbitrage opportunity. He mentions everything in a really nice kind of a tutorial based step by step, and then he also takes you to another step further, how to automate that, etc., etc. Very cool stuff, man. I'm gonna be learning this. This is perfectly what I wanted, you know, another way, another type of player in the crypto world, honestly, because guys, as you guys already know, it always starts with knowledge, and the second thing, the byproduct of knowledge, is making money. So do remember that. So I'm going to be leaving the Telegram groups in the description, Dysnomia ecosystem and Affection 4-on-4 ecosystem as well. They're very low in members, so actually joining that, you actually are joining a group that is the first early movers advantage, knowing about this when 99% of the Pulsechain community doesn't know about this, and then knowing about that 99% of the crypto investors and traders don't even know about Pulsechain. So you're the 1% within the 1%. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, this is truly, like, I mean, I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? This video is valuable. All I'm trying to say, this video is valuable. If you've been enjoying it so far, give this video a like. Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the notification bell. Let me know what you guys think. What are the next projects you want me to talk about, specifically within Tropa Ecosystem or generally within Pulsechain? And a quick reminder, by the way, I'm gonna link in the description the burn address. If you guys didn't know, this is basically the Pulsechain burn address. I'm gonna assume there's also a secondary burn address that not a lot of people are using, which is the dead address from Ethereum, because basically it's cloned, you know what I mean? It's the same wallet, really EVM compatible. But yeah, this is the burn address. I'm just gonna leave it so you guys can see, you know, keep track of, you know, how many tokens are being burnt. What does burnt mean is basically when you send tokens or LP tokens to the burn address, because this address has, no one has the you know, private keys, no one has access to this. So effectively you're taking it out of circulation through sending the tokens to them. That's what you mean by burnt, by the way. It's better than locking liquidity, because locking liquidity always has an end date, but burning is a forever lock in that way. Okay, so yeah, aside from that, there's a nice little tweet here from Zach as well. Big shout out to him. I think Maria is here to change the entire crypto landscape with their Atropa layer 2 ecosystem, Dysnomia game, LP tracking, UI, and whatever else hasn't been mentioned. They're talking about it in the chat log right now as I type this to all of you guys. So yeah, he talks about it there. I'm gonna leave the screenshot if you guys want to pause it, but just another info for you guys. Where did the Tropa Ecosystem get the inspiration from the game? It's actually from a game called Discworld Mud. It's basically a text-based MMORPG. I'm gonna show you guys a quick clip here. I might even remember leaving the link to the video as well. Big shout out, you know, I'm gonna like it as well. So yeah, this is the clip.
So let's get into it. The best way to play Discworld is to join a guild. Unlike other MMOs, because that's essentially what this mode is, it's a text-based MMO, guilds on Discworld aren't groups of players all working together to finish raids or anything like that. Guilds on Discworld are essentially your character class, although you are still able to level up skills from outside your guild's skill tree. Some guilds are provided with access to commands that other guilds can't access, and vice versa. There are a lot of guilds, and they all group into a few factions essentially. You have fighters, mages, rogues, and priests, the common factions that you can expect from most fantasy RPGs.
Anyways, that's pretty cool. Another screenshot, by the way. I got this from credits to Coexistence Steven. This is kind of a screenshot, another screenshot of the game. Kind of shows you the different, if you really think about it, these could be like different tokens within the layer 2, and obviously the lines, the linkages, you know, describe the LP bonding, whatever. I don't know how it's going to be, but it's basically going to be a game built on blockchain. It's literally software built on blockchain. Super exciting. There's going to be front ends, I'm going to assume, you know, with the mentioning of the UI, etc, etc. So, you know, I'm super excited. You know, I'm very excited, man. These are really good times to be in, especially at these prices, especially at these, you know, conditions of the market. It actually creates opportunistic times for newcomers who just are learning about Pulsechain. By the way, automatically, if you know about Pulsechain, you're an automatic winner, because you have that information asymmetry, you have that competitive edge over everyone else who's frantically trying to find the next, you know, 100x token, whatever. Solana, for example, did really great around, you know, April time. You know, technically it actually caused the you know, for it to be an alt season. By the way, obviously it's not the official alt season, but of course, guys, it has turned into a rug fest. Okay, celebrities making their own memes, and most of them are literally either getting rugged, failing, or just getting abandoned as projects. Do you know what I mean? So you really want to choose where would you rather be, and then you want to judge a network by seeing, okay, you know what I mean, like what does it stand for at the end of the day? Of course, you guys know Pulsechain, Richard Hartwell, he has with the SEC, you know, he's fighting for freedom, etc. Code is speech, and a lot of that. And of course, the people that we have, super smart people, as I mentioned, like the devs that we have, the builders, the content creators, etc, etc. So yeah, anyways, moving forward to my next point, I've showed you guys kind of the link to the game. We've talked about hammer time as well. Basically that's part, but these are the main 4 tokens. I'd say Greenland, I mean, let's read the description here. Greenland is a community token for those who've paid close attention to the intricacies of the Atropa ecosystem. Its Inuit name, Inuit Nunat, okay, translates to the land of people. A glance at the LP setup at the time of writing reveals over 60k burnt with teddy bear and 50k burnt in poppy. The deployer marks as 4 and 4 holds a modest total of 750, while the Trebizond, I don't know what that means, Trebizond treasury boats 1111 an angel number within the Tropa ecosystem. Anyways, that's Greenland. I don't really have much information, but I will still give it a rocket. Guys, I'm gonna kind of end the video there. Okay, we've basically scratched the surface of the Dysnomia layer 2, the whole purpose of it. What's the purpose of affection is basically going to be the ticket gateway into the software, into the game, into the ecosystem, into the layer 2. This is the current total supply. Keep an eye on this. Once this reaches around that 1 billion, it will become absolutely deflationary. It will become absolutely in high demand. Okay, so yeah, that's going to be my plans, guys. I'm going to leave all the links in the description. I really appreciate you guys' support so far. Let me know what you think of this. By the way, super bullish, the whole Tropa ecosystem, these 4 tokens. Yeah, it's gonna be super great ride for us, especially Atropa, as you guys talked about, from here to 7.5. Look at how many X's that is. Anyways, I'm gonna end the video there. I really hope you guys appreciated this video. I'm gonna literally do some reading and then head to sleep. Hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. And yeah, remember, follow my Twitter, join my Telegram, link in the description. Let me know what you think of this video. And yeah, catch you guys later. Take care.